Ari, look, I have the same drum you do.
Whoa.
They are drum. I see. You have a drum just like my drum. Nice. I see you playing it. Gabriel, can you suggest a song and Ari and I can play our drums?
Oh, a Shabbat song.
Dinosaur knocking at my door.
There's a dinosaur knocking at my door. He's knocking 1, 2, 3. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door, and he wants to spend Shabbat with me. First we light the candles, then we drink the wine, then we eat the challah that always tastes so fine. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door, and he's knocking 1, 2, 3. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door, and he wants to spend Shabbat with me.
That was a good song. Wow. I'm so excited to play my drum with Ari. Donnie, what song are we singing next while Jamie comes an instrument, it doesn't have to be a fancy drum like this. If you have an instrument or even a box or 2 sticks, something that you want to grab to make music with, go grab an instrument and then you can play along with the next song that Donnie sings. I love how there are instruments even at the dinner table. Mimi, Gabriel, nice innovation. I love it. Yes, I see your instruments. Those are awesome. I think Donnie, I think Shabbat is here and we can start singing Shabbat is here, welcoming all of our friends, and we can let everybody join together. All right, are you gonna start?
Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Candles burning bright. It's a Friday night. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here.
Remember to give me a big wave when I call your name. Shabbat shalom to Mimi. Shabbat shalom to Gabriel. Shabbat shalom to Jamie. Shabbat shalom to Benjamin.
Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Candles burning bright. It's a Friday night. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here.
Shabbat shalom to Ari. Shabbat shalom to Jamie. Where'd Jamie go? There's an E. Shabbat shalom to Liz. Shabbat shalom to Daniel.
Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Candles burning bright. It's a Friday night. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here.
Shabbat shalom Eyal. Shabbat shalom to Rena. Shabbat shalom to Cheryl. Shabbat shalom to Jacob.
Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here. Candles burning bright. It's a Friday night. I'm so glad that Shabbat is here.
Shabbat shalom to Donnie. Shabbat shalom to Max. Shabbat shalom lekulam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Hey.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Would you like me to play that?
Yes, I was hoping you would.
Okay, you just went rogue, you know? Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom.
I am going to invite you all to keep your instruments close, and we are going to open up our siddur. Here's our siddur. There's our cow, Mr. Cow. Our cow looks all ready for Shabbat. Here we go. We are going to give a big stretch and think about something that you have a moda ani, that you have a grateful for. And I'm actually, now that we've looked at the words for a minute, I'm going to stop showing the Siddur so that we can see each other as we think about and we share our moda ani. So think about something that you're grateful for. It might be something that happened today or something that someone said to you. And if you have something right off the bat that you are grateful for, that you are thankful for, give me a wave and unmute yourself and let us all know. Ari, what are you grateful for? Thanks, Lindsay.
Yes, sweetie, what are you
grateful for?
What are you grateful for?
Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. Yes. Yes. Jamie, what are you grateful for?
Can I think for a little more?
Yeah, you can think about it for a little bit more. Sure. Quigley family, Rena, what are you grateful for? What are you thankful for?
Watching movies and shows and episodes of
Movies and shows and episodes that she gets to watch.
Ah, yes, that is a special treat. I am thankful that I get to see Jamie, because I don't think I've seen Jamie's face in 4 months. And I have missed your face. Don't make that face, Liz. That wasn't an accusation at all. It's been a crazy 4 months. That was not a blame. That was really just a pure gratitude that I get to see some beautiful faces. Mimi, what's your gratitude? What are you thankful for?
I'll tell you one.
Movies? Jamie, what you got for me?
I made this necklace.
Ooh, that's a pretty awesome necklace. That's something to be thankful for.
Thank you. There are other things.
Daniel, Ayal, do you guys have something you're thankful for?
Like what? Like what? Oh, something else?
No. Rena, you coming to save the day? Thank you. Or not. Okay, we're going to go back to our Siddur where we have a blessing that we say for all of these things that we are grateful for. And I know I didn't actually give grown-ups a chance to share, so you'll have to share with your own families. When we say Magadlu, we think about all of God's great ideas. One of God's great ideas is treating our bodies with kavod, with respect. And one of the ways we do that is by taking great, big, deep breaths. So we're going to stretch up I invite you to join me. I'm going to stretch up and take a big, deep breath in, and then I invite you to blow me away. Here we go. Can we do that again? Oh, big stretch, big breath, big stretch, and
We can't hear you, Max.
mute. First, we
Yeah.
take ourselves off mute. And then, thank you very much, we make sure everybody is listening. Think about it. And then, we get it.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vahed.
Find someone to cuddle with or something to cuddle with.
Oh, say shalom in the morning. Shalom aleichem. Ve'amon Yisrael.
should we find on the very next page of our Siddur? Here it is. Here's
Mitzion Tetzei Torah, Ki Mitzion Tetzei Torah, Udevar Adonai, MiYerushalayim.
now,
Torah, Torah,
even,
Torah, 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 Torah,
even if you don't have your own Torah,
Torah.
you can still march with me.
Tziva lanu Moshe, Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe, Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe, Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe, Morashat kekilat Yaakov, Morashat kekilat Yaakov, Morashat kekilat Yaakov, Torah tzivat lanu Moshe.
I am very excited to share a wonderful story. I'm not going to read you this book. I'm going to tell you the story. But the story is Joseph and the Sabbath Fish by Eric Kimmel, illustrated by Martina Peluso, and it was published by Carben. And you've already met Joseph. Here's Joseph. Joseph loved Shabbat. Every Shabbat, he set the finest table, just like some of the tables we see right now. And his challah was made of the finest flour, and his cups contained the tastiest wine and grape juice. And as soon as Shabbat started, he opened his door wide and he said, "Come and share Shabbat with me." And he invited everybody. Donnie, please come share Shabbat with me. Mimi, come share Shabbat with me. Jamie, you are invited. Daniel, you're invited. Rena, please come. Ari, come and join me for Shabbat. Didn't matter who you were. You could be a beggar. You could be a prince. You could be anything in between. You could be rich or poor. Joseph would invite you to Shabbat dinner. And at his table, Joseph treated everybody like they were very important guests. Now, Joseph had a neighbor. His name was Judah. Now, Judah also set a very nice Shabbat table, and he had delicious challah and yummy fish and sometimes really yummy tortellini on his Shabbat table, but he never invited beggars or poor people. He just invited rich people to his table. He said, "Joseph, you should be like me. You should just invite important people to your table. But everybody I invite is important." And Judah said, "You'll see, your generosity of feeding everybody is going to make you poor someday." Joseph said, "No matter what we give to Shabbat, we get back 1,000-fold." And Judah said, "I don't think that's true." Now, by and by, Judah's words came true. Joseph's wealth, his money, seemed to flow away. He moved into a smaller house, and he set a table that was less fancy, but he still loved Shabbat. He would still open the door and invite everybody. But this time, Donnie would bring the challah, and Jamie would bring the fish, and Daniel and Ayal would bring the vegetables, and Rena would bring the soup, and Mimi would bring the tortellini, and Ari would bring the dessert. Everybody brought something, and they came together and they celebrated Shabbat at Joseph's table. And Joseph was still very happy about that. one night, Judah had a dream. Can you put your hands together like you're dreaming? In Judah's dream, he saw Joseph, and Joseph had Judah's house. Joseph had Judah's money. Joseph had Judah's cows and geese and all of his flocks and all of his expensive things. And Judah had nothing left. In his dream, he woke up. Oh, that was a terrible dream. Is it a sign? Does it mean that I'm going to lose everything and Joseph is going to get all of my wealth? This is terrible. Well, Judah got very afraid that Joseph was going to get all of his money and all of his things. Then whenever he would see Joseph, he would run the other way. He was so scared of Joseph. Finally, couldn't take it anymore. Judah sold all of his things. He sold his cows and his horses. He sold his house. He sold everything except his clothes. And he bought one big, huge ruby. And he sewed it into his hat. And he put his hat on his head and he left town. Now Judah said, I'm going to go so far away that Joseph will never find me. And so he got on a boat and he sailed away. And he sailed on the boat. But then a big storm came. I need all of you to help me make that storm. Can you make the blowing of the storm? Oh, Jamie, nice hands. Mimi, nice wind and nice jumping. The ship got tossed everywhere, and Judah's cap with his ruby, with all the money, all the everything he owned, blew off of his head and tumbled into the sea. Judah had nothing left. Well, the very next Shabbat, Joseph went to the market and he saw the fish seller. And the fish seller said, look at this big fish I just caught from the sea. Joseph said, oh, that would make a wonderful Shabbat dinner. You should take the fish. Oh no, I can't take that fish. You could sell it for a lot of money, and you need to earn a living. Joseph, don't you remember who I am and how you helped me? Don't you remember when I lost my boat in a storm and you invited my family for Shabbat dinner for weeks and weeks and weeks, and you helped me find a new boat? I owe you something. Please let me pay you with this fish. Okay, on one condition, you and your family come for Shabbat dinner and help us eat it. Okay, so Joseph took the great big fish home, and when he cut open that fish to clean it, what did he find inside but a giant ruby? He was rich. He sold the ruby for bags and bags and bags of gold. He and his wife bought a big house. They set a fancy table and they invited everybody for Shabbat dinner. Donnie, please come for Shabbat dinner. Jamie, please come for Shabbat dinner. Mimi, please come for Shabbat dinner. Ari, will you please come for Shabbat dinner? Ayal, Daniel, Rena, will you all please come to Shabbat dinner? Bring your parents, bring everybody. And every week it was just the same. Joseph was back. One day, a very weary traveler came to Joseph's house. He was walking very slowly. Joseph said, please come for Shabbat dinner. Joseph, don't you recognize me? I'm your old friend, Judah. Judah, I missed you so much. You disappeared. I didn't know where you went. Are you okay? Please come for Shabbat dinner. Oh, Joseph, I see now that you had such a good idea about Shabbat. It's for everybody. And he told his story about how he had put his whole wealth into a ruby in his hat. I found that ruby. I have your wealth here. You should take it back. No, it's yours now. I know that there are more important things, like friends, like your friendship. Well, with Joseph's help, Judah was soon back in business, and he was to host Shabbat dinners again. But now, when Shabbat came, Joseph and Judah both opened their doors and invited everybody to Shabbat dinner to share their Shabbat joy, because they both knew whatever you give to Shabbat, you get back 1,000-fold. And that is the story of Joseph and the Sabbath dish.
Hey, Chaim, Hine, Man, Mazik, Baliton, Kenon, Min, Shai, Chaim, Hine, Man, Mazik, Baliton, Kenon, Min, Shalom. Shalom, 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 Shalom.
Here is our hippo.
Hippo, hippo.
Hippo, ready to sing Adon Olam.
Adon Olam, Hashem Elah, B'Terim Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Li'et Nasa, B'Chepsa Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Hashem Elah, B'Terim Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Li'et Nasa, B'Chepsa Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you for sharing your dinner time with us. Thank you for making our Shabbat joy so yummy and so beautiful. I hope that you all have a Shabbat filled with sparks of joy and a lot of love. Shalom, everyone.